Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video we're going to start collecting Warhammer 40k, and today we're going to be looking at the brand new strike forces coming out for the Space Marines. And in this video we're going to look at the Iron Hand Strike Force March of Iron. Now, in this video we're going to go through, talk a little bit about all the models inside this box set, before looking at some other units we can use to add to this box set to further improve it. And then finally, at the end of the video, we'll show you a little sample army list of 1,000 points using the Arcs of Omen detachment list style for you to use as some inspiration for starting your own Iron Hands army. And so, with that all said, this box set contains an Iron Hands named character called Iron Father Theros. Now, Iron Father Theros is pretty much a tech marine, so he's got, basic sort of tech marine abilities you would expect him to have. He's got the blessing with the Omnisire, where at the end of your movement phase, he can restore a vehicle's wounds, giving them 3 wounds back. Can only use it once per turn. He's got the Rites of Tempering. Infantry models in friendly Iron Hands units have a 5+ invulnerable save whilst the unit is within 6 inches of this model. His Artificer Bionics give him a 5+ to shrug off wounds. And he's got his Sigma Ray, where in your command phase you can select one friendly Iron Hands unit within 3 inches of him, and until the start of your next command phase, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, you can add one to that attack's hit rolls. So it also gives some combat benefits along with the actual healing. Now, he's got his own special weapon with the Gorgon's Wrath, which is his cool little heavy bolter on his pintle. Heavy 3, 36-inch, strength 5, -2 AP, damage 2. Other than that, he's got Harrow Hand as well, which is his giant axe, +3 strength, -2 AP, damage 2. And his servo arm in there as well for ×2 strength, -2 AP, damage 3. But each time the bearer fights, you can only put 1 attack each on his servo arm. Other than that, he has his own Warlord trait that he takes, so Student of History is the Warlord trait he will always take, where when this Warlord consolidates, he can move up to 6 inch instead of 3, and he does not have to end his move closer to a nearest enemy model, which is pretty cool. Other than that, 2+ save, 7 wounds, toughness 5 is all pretty nice, with weapon skill 3+ and a ballistic skill of 2+. He's a pretty solid character all round. Now, joining him, we have a Primaris Tech Marine as well. So, this model does share some abilities with Iron Father Theros, the first of them being the Blessings of the Omnisire. However, this model's one is only D3 wounds rather than Theros, which has the flat 3. He's got Awakening Machine Spirits as well, which is he can give adding 1 to an attack's hit roll by a friendly Iron Hands vehicle, which is pretty cool. And other than that, he's got, pretty similar stuff. So he's got a nice big servo axe, which is +2 strength, -2 AP, damage 2. And he's also got his servo arm, same sort of rules as Theros there as well. Now, joining them are the vehicles of the unit. And we have 2 of the same vehicle, which are an elite's choice, which are the Redemptor Dreadnoughts. These are just a fantastic unit option for Space Marines. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 3+, strength and toughness 7 with 13 wounds, 4 attacks, and a 3-up base save. They have the option of 2 main guns, either taking the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, which is going to be a heavy 12, strength 6, -1 AP, damage 1. That's the heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon. And then the Macroplasma Incinerator is their other main weapon as well, which can have either a standard weapon profile of heavy D6, strength 8, -4 AP, damage 2 blast, or supercharge it for a heavy D6, strength 9, -4 AP, damage 3 blast. However, each time a 1 is rolled with the hit rolls of this weapon, they'll suffer a mortal wound. A variety of secondary weapons, choosing either between having some Storm Bolters, or the Fragstorm Grenade Launchers, or Heavy Flamers, and a smaller Onslaught Gatling Cannon underslung under the Power Fist arm. Other than that, they've got Duty Eternal, where each time an attack is allocated to this model, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of the attack, and they can also have a really cool stratagem to help you get some rerolls within your force, either counting as a captain or lieutenant for the purposes of them. Now, the last unit we have inside this box set is pretty much your standard Primaris Marine unit, which is the Intercessor Squad. Now, the Intercessors, they have their baseline rifle, which is their bolt rifles, 30-inch, rapid fire, 1 strength 4, -1 AP, damage 1. They can have the option to take auto bolt rifles, which turn into assault weapons, or the Stalker bolt rifles, which are heavy weapons but are damage 2. So you've got a couple of different options to play around with. Sergeants can be equipped with a variety of different weapons, from power fists to power swords and all of that. But you can also choose to have the unit have some Astartes grenade launchers in there as well, which are a really nice thing to bring to your force. They can add, a little bit of horde killing, some blast weaponry, or another assault shot with a little bit higher strength for the units. Now, looking at where we can go next, the first place I want to look is the different sorts of gladiator vehicles we have available to us. Now, there are 3 types of gladiator vehicle that we have available to the Space Marines, which are the Gladiator Lancer, Reaper, and Valiant. Now, all of these share some common things where they're around 12 wounds. They've got, Ballistic Skill 3+, Strength 7, Toughness 8. Now, the big difference here is you've got the different weaponry on them. So you've got the Lancer Laser Destroyer, which is on the Lancer for Heavy 2, Strength 10, -3 AP damage D3 +3 weapon. Or you could go with the Gladiator Reaper, which is going to have its twin heavy onslaught Gatling cannon for a heavy 24, strength 6, AP -1, damage 1 attack. Or going for the last one, the Gladiator Valiant, which is going to have the twin last hand, which is a heavy 4, strength 9, -3 AP damage D6 weapon. Now, they all have the hover tank rule, which is just going to distances are always measured to and from this model's hull. But they've also got some additional things depending on which one you pick. So the Lancer also has the Acrylon optics, where each time this model makes an attack with its Lancer Laser Destroyer, you can add 1 to its hit rolls. And then you've got the Reaper as well, which is just, standard sort of profile, but has explodes like the rest of them. They can all take auto launchers for some smoke screens as well on them, along with some Iron Hail Heavy Stubbers, Icarus Rocket Pods, or the auto launchers as mentioned. Now, the Repulsor is a bigger vehicle that we have available to the Space Marines. The Repulsors are going to have a lot more weaponry, so they're going to have a Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, the Icarus Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, 2 Crackstorm Grenade Launchers, 2 Storm Bolters, Twin Heavy Bolter, Hunter Slayer Missile, and Auto Launchers, all standard on the model. Now, they have a transport capacity of 10 models as well, which is really nice. So this just gives them that little bit extra over the Gladiators, though they do cost a decent amount more. Now, we have the Hammerfall Skybunker, which I think is an interesting thing. It is a vehicle, so it does mean your Tech Marines can heal this particular vehicle. It's got its defensive array rule, where in your shooting phase, each time this model is selected to shoot, its Hammerfall Heavy Bolter array or its Hammerfall Heavy Flamer array can target resolve attacks against every eligible unit. Each time this model fires Overwatch, it only resolves attacks against the charging unit, but when doing so, the type of its Hammerfall Heavy Bolter array is changed to Heavy 6, and the type of its Heavy Flamer is changed to Heavy 2d6. So it's got a couple of cool different things it can do. It's nice for holding a bit of ground with your Space Marine force. Lastly, we have the Storm Speeders, and like the other vehicles we've talked about already, Storm Speeders come in 3 variations, in the Hail Strike, Hammer Strike, and Thunder Strike. Now, the Hail Strike's main weapon is going to be the Onslaught Gatling Cannon on it, along with the Flagstorm Grenade Launcher. We've talked about them a little bit already. Now, the Hammer Strike, on the other hand, will have the Hammer Strike Missile Launcher, which is a heavy 2, strength 8, -3 AP, damage 3 weapon. And then you're going to have the Thunderstrike one as well, which is going to have its Thunderstrike last hand for a heavy 2, strength 9, -3 AP, damage D6 weapon. And so here we are, we've gone for a patrol detachment with this. We don't quite have enough for an Arcs of Omen detachment, though you certainly could in this army list. If you want to swap maybe your intercessors to some veteran intercessors, you could have 3 elites and run the Arcs of Omen detachment if that's what you want to do. So with this army list, we've gone for Ironfather Theros leading our army. He's going to be our warlord. He's got a student of history warlord trait, spending 1 of our 6 CP we have available to us. Now we then got our Primaris Tech Marine, just stock standard on this model, nothing else upgraded for it. Troops wise, we've got 2 units of 5 intercessors. Both of these squads will have the Astartes grenade launcher in them, and they'll also have both their sergeants equipped with power swords. These are going to be really important for helping protect the 2 characters we have inside the list. Now that we've got out 2 dreadnoughts, we've gone for 1 of each main weapon. Now you could definitely go for 1 or the other weapon options, taking 2 of 1, and you can work out some point savings there. You definitely can save on your intercessor squads, making them bare bones if you want, or indeed getting rid of some of the other upgrades available to them. But we've gone for having 1 of each weapon. They've both got Onslaught Gatling cannons, and one's got they've both got Fragstorm grenade launchers, which are my preferred secondary weapon loadouts for Redemptor Dreadnoughts. Now, the unit we've added into the box set is the Gladiator Lancer. I think this provides you with some really good anti-tank. You've got, you know, some high-strength weapons there in the Plasma Incinerator, but the Twin Laser Destroyer on this really does add, you know, a strong anti-tank weaponry, and we've gone for taking Fragstone Grenade Launchers, Auto Launchers, Icarus Rocket Pod, and the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, really getting as much weaponry as we can on that Gladiator, which is going to, you know, really provide us with some nice heavy firepower and definitely some tank-killing, destroying ability. If you've been playing with Iron Hands in Warhammer 40k, let us know how you've been going down in the comments below. Love to hear from everyone and what you think of this box set. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also drop a comment down below letting us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here, we have a Discord server for Sinful Gaming, which you'll find linked down in the video's description. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so either by supporting us on Patreon or YouTube members, both of which are linked down in the video's description, or grab some merch from our Teespring or Ko-fi stores for yourself as well. All these are the best ways to help support the channel. As a special thank you to everyone who does help support the channel in such a way, we'd like to give a shout out to all our Patreons and YouTube members. So, thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lyle, Outer on Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Bloobs, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Kevin Bowman, Iron Grinch. And to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Weir, James South, David Crozier, and Dylan Areno. And lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel, and a special thanks to all the mods that help with our Discord server and all the people that come on the regular to help with everything on the YouTube channel. Thank you all once again for watching. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.